Hello students. Now we are going to study the remaining part of this exercise of teaching learning process. In the last exercise we have in this exercise in last lecture we have discussed about the elements of learning and four concepts related to the teaching learning process. Now in this exercise we are going to focus on principles of learning. Now basically there are 12 to 30 principles of learning, and in exam there will be question write about the list out the principles of learning and explain one or two, or you might ask to explain, at least you must able to explain 5 to 6 principles of this learning process. Now these principles are useful to make your learning process more effective. Basically, what is the role of principle? What is the meaning of principles? So principles are the statement of policy to guide decision and action in consistent manner, in proper manner. That is the definition of principle. Principles are always going to guide us to carry out a particular action in a proper manner. Principles means what? In Marathi we called it as an tattva. Principles are proven statements. Principles are universal truth. Principles are written statements. And if we are going to follow the principle, then our actions, our activity will become successful. So in case of learning situation, in case of to make a learning more effective, we need to follow that particular principles. In case of teacher, in case of student, both have to follow these learning principles to make learning more fruitful, to make learning more understandable. If you are an extension worker, agriculture officer, agriculture assistant, and if you are going to carry out a learning activity for the farmers, in that situation also, as an extension worker, you need to follow these learning principles, and also you need to make the farmers to follow these learning principles. शेतकऱ्यांना हे प्रिन्सिपल्स फॉलो करायला लावणं गरजेचं आहे. देन अँड देन आवर लर्निंग ॲक्टिव्हिटी विल बिकम मोर इफेक्टिव्ह. म्हणजे जे तुम्ही शिकवणार आहात ते शेतकऱ्यांना चांगल्या पद्धतीने समजेल, त्यासाठी आपल्याला हे लर्निंग प्रिन्सिपल्स फॉलो करणं फार गरजेचं आहे. ओके, सो विच आर द प्रिन्सिपल्स ऑफ लर्निंग? सो फर्स्ट वन इज द लर्निंग इज ग्रोथ लाईक अँड कंटिन्युअस. Now always remember whatever the statements are there regarding these principles. For example, learning is growth like and continuous. These statements, as it is going to be asked in the exam for true, false, or fill in the blanks. Okay, so the listing out the principles of learning is most important part. You must able to list out all the principles of learning. Okay, so first principle is learning is growth like and continuous. This learning is growth like and continuous. Now imagine that you are an extension worker or you are a teacher, you are supposed to carry out a teaching activity for the farmers or students. So these principles you need to follow. First one, growth like and continuous. Now extension worker should understand the level of farmer. What you need to do? First of all, you need to study the level of the farmers and try to develop his understanding. He should understand the level of farmers. That means which knowledge he has, which thing he is able to understand, what are the need interests of the farmer. So all that things you need to understand and try to develop his understanding. The relation between the things farmer knows and the new ideas should be clarified with the education. The relation, we need to develop one kind of relation, the knowledge which farmer have, and we need to relate that knowledge with the new ideas. Then farmer will try to understand that particular information. The subject should be presented in such a way that the farmer should understand it. Whatever the knowledge we are going to teach to the farmer, whatever the information we are going to teach to the farmer, that should be presented in such a way that it should be understood by the farmer. It should be understood by the farmer. The new idea may be repeated to emphasize its importance. While delivering all the information, while teaching all the information, main thing we need to focus that the new idea should be repeated twice or thrice during whole lecture. New concept should be repeated. By that way, we are going to emphasize burden. We are able to emphasize on the new practice, and farmer will try to understand this point is most important, this new idea is most important. We should repeat that particular important points of our information. Likewise, we are able to do the learning growth like and continuous. Main thing, we need to relate new practice with the old practice. Then farmer will come forward and try to understand that information. For example, regarding wooden plow, you are going to use wooden plow right now. Same way you have to use the iron plow. The same role is going to play by the iron plow, but you have to use the iron plow like this way. Likewise, we need to relate old practice with the new practice. Then farmer will try to understand that information. Then the second one, learning should be meaningful. The farmer will understand the value of the things to be learned or taught to him only when he can see its utility in practical life. Main thing. Farmer will understand the value of the things. Right now, what I am going to study, when he try to understand that information, when he see its utility in practical life, this information is useful for me. If he understand it, if he become aware that this idea is useful for me, then he will come forward and try to understand that information. Otherwise, he will avoid it. Okay. If immediate opportunity made available to use the knowledge obtained, will retain for longer time. If extension worker provide a farmer opportunity to use that practice immediately after teaching, immediately after learning. Suppose in a practical session, if you get a chance to handle that instrument, then that information we are able to retain in our mind for longer period of time. लगेच तुम्हाला चान्स मिळाला, संधी मिळाली, तुम्ही काय करता, ती इन्फॉर्मेशन जास्त कालावधीसाठी तुम्ही ती लक्षात राहते आपलं, जर एखादी प्रॅक्टिस आपण केली असेल तर. ओके. Same way, the extension worker teacher must provide the opportunity to the students, farmers to handle that information. Extension worker should place objectives of learning clearly and meaningfully before the farmer. We should place objectives clearly in front of the farmers. Subject, care we have to take that a subject should not go over the head of the farmers. That is the most important. That information must be understandable by the farmer. So, likewise, we are able to make our information meaningful to the farmer. The third principle, more senses of learners should be used while carrying out the learning activity. Now, senses, basically senses are the gateways of our mind. Means through sense organs we are getting the information about the new aspects or which are happening in the environment. So there are 5 sense organs through which we are able to learn the new ideas. 5 sense organs, that is eyes, nose, tongue, skin and ear, through which we are trying to get the information to our brain. Okay. In extension, mostly messages are received by the people by seeing, hearing and doing the things. Seeing means eye, hearing means ear and doing means skin, performing. So these are the ways through which a farmer try to get the information. Okay. Some will learn by hearing. Some farmers just by hearing information they are able to learn. But while some are believe what they see. Believe on what they see means some believe on a new practice when they are able to see the results. When they are able to see the results of the new variety, yield is increased. When they are able to see it, then they are going to understand that particular information. For making teaching effective, learners, more sense should be utilized. So in that case, only hearing is not useful. We need to show the farmers. We need to tell the farmers. Then and then we need to make the farmer to practice. Then and then farmers are able to understand or adopt that particular information. The capacity of learning is mainly depend upon the senses, use of the senses of the farmer or learner. Maximum sense organ we have to use so that the learners are able to understand that information. And second, creative thinking on the part of learner. We need to make a learner students to think on that particular information. Then they are able to understand that data. So demonstrations, visual aids, symbols helps in making this picture of new idea more vivid to the farmers. Demonstrations, if you are going to show the farmers, if you are going to show the pictures to the farmers, posters, samples, if you are going to show it to the farmers, then that farmers are able to understand that information critically. Research show that we are able to learn 1% through taste only, 83% by sight, just by observing, 1.5% through touch, 3.5% through smell, 11% by hearing. Likewise, it will count 100%. So, mainly we are able to learn through seeing and hearing. That is the most important part. And mostly these part are going to be used by the teacher or extension worker. So, more senses we have to utilize. The learning should be challenging and satisfying. Extension worker should place challenging picture of new things before the farmer. Challenging ideas, challenging picture of the new aspects. For example, you will able to earn 1 lakh rupees within 1 month by using this practice, by cultivating this crop. So that is the challenging pictures. It should not be fake, but reality, by giving reality to the farmers, we have to put up a challenging picture in front of the farmers. Also, convince him that he will have satisfaction by learning the new things. We need to convince him, we need to make him understand, we need to make him aware that if he is going to learn this practice, he will get satisfaction. If he is going to adopt this practice, he is able to get much more data, much more useful data. Okay. So while doing this, friendly atmosphere should be developed by the farmers or teachers. We cannot force the farmer. You must have to learn it. Then you will get. We need to develop a friendly atmosphere. Then farmer will come forward and try to learn that particular information. Likewise, learning should be challenging and satisfying. Then the next one, learning should develop functional understanding of learner. Now, functional understanding means what? Basically, it is not enough to provide knowledge in teaching. Only giving knowledge is not sufficient. But whatever the knowledge we are imparting, it should be understood by the farmer. Whatever the information we are teaching to the farmer or learner students, that must be understood by the farmer. That must be understood by the learner. After understanding, farmer should be able to utilize it in his real life. After understanding that data, information, the student must be able to work on it. Farmer must be able to use that information in the field. Unless knowledge is used in the life, it is going to forgotten. Unless we are not going to use that information in our life, we are getting forget it. For example, you are going to attend the computer classes, MSCIT, etc. But if you are not going to use it, if you are not going to operate it, you are getting forget it. MS Office, how to use the Excel, formulas in Excel. If you are not going to use it, you will get forget. Same way, unless whatever the thing we are going to learn, we are not going to use it, we are getting forget it. So to develop functional understanding in the farmer, it is necessary that he should understand whole subject as well as different topics and their interrelationship. He must understand the whole subject, their different topics and relation between the subtopics. For example, use of wheat, fertilizer dose for the wheat. Fertilizer dose is the whole topic, but subtopics are dose, time and method. When to apply, how to apply, which quantity you have to apply. So that are the subtopics, and we have to relate why we have to apply the half quantity of nitrogen at the beginning and half quantity after 1 month. Which method we have to use. So the relation between each subtopic we must make it clear to the farmer. Then farmer will understand, or fundamentally, functionally he will understand the use of that particular practice. Then the next principle, learning is affected by physical and social environment. Physical and social environment. The physical social environment, that is nothing but the physical facilities which we have learned in elements of teaching, learning situation. So it is the role of farmer, role of extension worker or teacher that to create a favorable background for effective learning. That means physical environment. We have to create a proper physical environment. Temperature, light, ventilation, sitting arrangement, all should be comfortable one. All should be proper one. Okay. Social environment, that is mental makeup of student. Mental capacity of student or mental attendance of the student. We should be clear, make it clear. He should not be mentally disturbed. The farmer should not be mentally disturbed during the lecture, during that particular teaching session. Students or farmer need to spend minimum energy in adjusting with the situation. That it should be comfortable one. Teacher should create a suitable environment. The whole extension worker should create a suitable environment so that farmer will easily come there, will try to understand that information, they will focus on that data and try to learn it. Likewise, physical and social environment are going to affect the learning situation. So, learning is affected by physical and social environment. So, we need to take care of this environment while arranging the learning situation for the farmer. Now, the next principle is learning abilities varies widely among the individuals. Now, from that, again, 5 to 6 principles are there. But these principles we will study in the next lecture. Okay. So, these are the principles of learning. Remaining principles we will study in next lecture. So, I am going to stop now. Thank you.